The Worst Generation are known to be an incredibly powerful bunch in the world of One Piece. They stepped up and rose to infamy shortly before the Paramount War. Out of the Worst Generation members, the 11th Supernova arrived on Sabaody Archipelago with a bounty of 100 million berries or greater. Later on, Blackbeard was also thrown into the mix, and thus, the Worst Generation was born. The Worst Generation pirates all lead powerful crews, and while all of them are impressive, only a few can truly be considered to be the mightiest crews on the seas. On-air pirates. The on-air pirates are led by the Roar of the Sea, Scratchman Apu. This crew hails from the Grand Line and is known to be rather skilled. Their captain, Apu, has a bounty of 350 million berries on his head, which is rather impressive. At some point after the time skip, this crew ended up swearing loyalty to the Beast Pirates. They fought in the War of Wano and ended up on the losing side. Apart from Apu, this crew does not consist of any noteworthy members, and thus, it is certainly the weakest one of the Worst Generation crews. Drake Pirates. The Drake Pirates are led by none other than D. Drake, a former Rear Admiral of the Marines. Fans believe Drake to be an ex-Marine, however. In the Wano arc, it was revealed that Drake was actually a member of SWORD. He had infiltrated Kaido's crew to send back intel on him to the Navy. Drake's crew has barely been seen in the story, and they don't appear to be all that powerful. There are no notable members in his group, and he himself is the biggest source of power that the Drake Pirates have. Out of the Worst Generation crews, this group is likely among the weakest. Hawkins Pirates. Hawkins is an incredibly skilled pirate, and, among the Worst Generation, he truly does shine. He has the power of the Paramecia type Wara Waranomi, which allows him to produce and manipulate straws, among other things. Hawkins also has a mink named Faust on his crew, but this particular character didn't make much of an appearance in the story. Hawkins swore allegiance to Kaido after the latter ambushed his alliance with Kid. He is quite powerful, but the Hawkins Pirates certainly are not all that impressive. Bonnie Pirates. The Bonnie Pirates are a very loyal group who hail from the South Blue. Their captain, Jewelry Bonnie, is also known as the Big Eater, and she has a bounty of 320 million berries on her head. She possesses a powerful Paramecia type of devil fruit that allows her to alter the ages of those she touches. Bonnie is very skilled, and even though her crew is not, her devil fruit is such that she can essentially one-shot quite a lot of people she fights. Despite that, overall, this crew is nothing special. In fact, Bonnie is currently sailing without them, and that makes the Bonnie Pirates one of the weakest Worst Generation crews. Fallen Monk Pirates. The Fallen Monk Pirates are led by Urich, a Birkin who sails the Blue Sea. This crew is rather impressive, or perhaps, one should say that their captain is impressive, as no other named member of this group has been introduced to the fans so far. Urich has managed to fight and defeat Snack, a pirate worth 600 million berries, and one of the former 4 sweet commanders of the Big Mom Pirates. That alone makes the crew impressive, however. Overall, they don't have a particularly strong asset at their disposal. Fire Tank Pirates. The Fire Tank Pirates are one of the most impressive Worst Generation crews in One Piece. This crew is led by Capone Gang Beach, who hails from West Blue. Beach has a bounty of 350 million berries, and he also has his 2 powerful underlings, Gotti and Vito, on his crew. Other than them, this crew also has Lola and Chiffon, and while not the strongest, they do possess some sort of combat ability. Furthermore, Beach also commands the Mafia, and the number of men he has at his disposal is truly a great asset. Kid Pirates. The Kid Pirates are an impressive Worst Generation crew, and they are captained by none other than Eustace Captain Kidd. They also have another Worst Generation member on their crew, named Killer, the Massacre Soldier. Other than these two, this crew also has Heat and Wire, both of which possess a decent level of combat ability. They played a big part in the war in Wano. Following this war, they engaged in combat against the Red Hair Pirates and were absolutely dismantled. The Kid Pirates are not an active crew any longer, however. Among the Worst Generation crews, they were certainly a notable bunch. Heart Pirates. Led by Trafalgar Law, the Heart Pirates hail from the North Blue. Their captain possesses the powers of the OPOP no Mi, and he has a bounty of 3 billion berries on his head. Other than him, this crew also consists of other powerful pirates like Beepo, Sachi, Penguin, and also Jean Bart. Recently, they engaged in combat against the Big Mom pirates and fared quite well. They also fought against the Blackbeard pirates and were utterly destroyed. However, this crew still remains to be one of the more impressive worst generation crews. Straw Hat Pirates. The Straw Hat Pirates are a Yonko crew led by Monkey D. Luffy, one of the newest emperors of the sea. This crew is extremely powerful, and just their pirate captain is enough to take down the vast majority of the crews on the seas at the moment. Apart from Luffy, this crew also consists of 9 powerful officers who serve under him. These officers are incredibly powerful and capable in their own right. While, right now, they are not the strongest worst generation crew, in the future, they certainly will be. Blackbeard Pirates. The Blackbeard Pirates are led by the Yonko, Blackbeard. This crew is extremely powerful, and they have ruled in the New World for over a year now. Among the worst generation crews, the Blackbeard Pirates are certainly the strongest. Apart from Blackbeard himself, this crew consists of the 10 Titanic captains. The Titanic captains include escapees from level 6 of Impelled Down, as well as some other powerful members such as the former Admiral of the Navy, Kuzan. Without a doubt, the Blackbeard Pirates are the strongest worst generation crew. And in other news, One Piece, Ifrit Jam explained, Sanji is a first-rate cook of the sea who joined the Straw Hat Pirates on Barati. Along with being an excellent cook, he's also one of the strongest fighters that Luffy has. Sanji is considered to be one of the strongest pirates in the entire world, and his bounty of 1.032 billion berries is there to show for it. He is extremely powerful, and he has always relied on his incredible black leg style in combat. He empowers the style with a technique such as Diable Jam, and now he has taken this to a new level with Ifrit Jam. Sanji awakened this power recently in the Wano Country arc and, needless to say, it makes him a fearsome pirate, capable of taking on even the toughest of enemies. Sanji's genetic mutations. Being a member of the Vinsmoke family, Sanji was experimented upon before birth. His father, Judge, wanted to make his children the ultimate war machines and use them to conquer the North Blue once again. To do this, he used whatever scientific knowledge he had gained over the years and stripped his children of their emotions. His wife, Sora, vehemently argued against him and ended up taking medication to prevent them from becoming emotionless killing machines. Sadly, the drug only worked on Sanji, and the others were turned into monsters. For the vast majority of his life, Sanji had these abilities latent within him. However, at some point, even before meeting Luffy, these powers had actually awakened. Sanji has a resistance to fire, and this has actually been shown in the Barati arc as well, where he fought Pearl, a man set on fire, effortlessly, without so much as receiving a single burn. Recently, in One Piece Volume 105 SBS, Oda mentioned that Sanji's resistance to fire comes from the genetic augmentation that he underwent. This resistance to fire later built up, and he ended up manifesting as Diable Jam, which is the technique he uses to light his legs on fire. With Diable Jam, Sanji can increase both the speed and the weight of his kicks and, thus, gain greater firepower. These kicks are powerful enough to burn through his enemies and make him exceptionally powerful. While fire resistance was the only genetic augmentation that Sanji manifested early on, things changed as the story progressed. After putting on the raid suit 3 times in Wano, Sanji's body started to change. His latent powers that had been suppressed by the drug that Sora took started to awaken, and he gained access to all the abilities that his siblings possess, except for having his emotions taken from him. When these powers manifest in Sanji, his eyebrows flip directions. Just like the Germa siblings, they form a 66 pattern, signifying that Sanji is utilizing the scientific powers of the Germa. Once Sanji awakened these powers, he ended up gaining an extremely tough exoskeleton, an advanced recovery rate, more muscle mass, and a great boost to his strength, speed, as well as all his other physical attributes. When all this was combined together, Sanji's resistance to flames increased even further. This meant that he could now support even hotter flames on his legs. When he combined these powers with the carefully refined color of armament that he had developed over the years, Sanji gave birth to the flames of Ifrit Jam. The strength of Ifrit Jam. Ifrit Jam is a higher grade of flames used by Sanji. These flames burn much hotter, and this is signified by their blue color. Blue flames are known to be the hottest, and Sanji being able to produce these flames means that his body is strong enough to handle not being burned by them. It wasn't possible for him to produce these flames earlier because his heat resistance was not infinite. Sanji could only handle as much as his strength allowed him to. Now that he has gained all these incredible buffs, he can support even hotter flames, which are blue, meaning they burn the hottest. In fact, the core of Ifrit Jam seems to be covered in a plasma-like substance created by the ionization of the gas. Furthermore, these flames are supported by lightning as well. Essentially, Ifrit Jam allows Sanji to make use of the blue flames that burn the hottest in one piece and produce lightning as well. The power of these flames was such that just a single combo was enough to take down Queen, a powerful pirate with a 1.32 billion berry bounty. His entire body was charred from the inside out, and Sanji was able to dismember him without much difficulty. The power of Ifrit Jam will continue to grow in the future of the story, and, as hinted by Oda, the scientific modifications of his body have not stopped just yet. Sanji is going to grow stronger, and the power of Ifrit Jam might even be taken to the next level when that happens. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.